It was January 2018 and one of the coldest winters I remembered. I had hit rock bottom. No home, no money, and the loss of the love of my life. My soulmate. She broke our relationship and I had no clue why. I did everything possible. I constantly adjusted. I gave myself completely. I struggled. But I still took care. Bam! Broken in a matter of seconds. And I really felt broken to the core. I was lost. Felt deep grief and had no idea where to start to pick up the shattered pieces of my heart. Who had I become? Why did it go this way? What should I do? It was freezing and the wind blew icing Siberian cold over the Netherlands. I walked through the park, wrapped in my warm coat and scarf, and the only thing I could think was, how do I pick up my life again? How to start all over again? What have I done so terribly wrong? Back in my room, the first thing I opened was a box with my art tools and sketchbooks. You are an artist, was my first thought. And that's what has always helped you throughout your whole life. I realized, if anything, I needed to stand up and take my power back. I went through a process to find my why, and during that process I picked up a sheet of watercolor paper and started to sketch my portrait. I looked at myself very thorough. I looked deep within my eyes. Noticed the scars. I started to draw, and with every line and every brush stroke, I felt the pain, I felt the loss, and I felt my self-esteem was at the lowest point it had ever been. After I finished it, I put it aside. The next day, I picked it up and I looked at it. Something happened. That was me. I actually, for the first time ever, painted my own portrait. Yes, I had done that before, but always in a distorted way. Always with this idea that that was the artistic expression of myself. But what it actually was? Not acknowledging myself for who I truly am. Not feeling good enough, not worthy enough, not deserving enough to create a painting of my face worth looking at. I broke down in tears, and I understood I had never been able to be who I really am. I couldn't be who I truly am if I kept putting myself second. If I didn't acknowledge being highly sensitive, if I didn't acknowledge my sexuality, if I didn't acknowledge myself for who I am. And now, looking at my portrait, I knew it was good. It was all good. I changed my perspective. It gave me hope. I understood that I deserved to see myself as work of art. That I'm worthy and that I'm good enough. That freezing, ice-cold time of the year in the beginning of 2080 changed my life. I took matters into my own hands again, realizing I was the only one who could come and stand up and come to my own rescue, build up my life again, listening to my inner self, looking at the self-portrait I painted. My higher self told me, stay true to who you are. You are good enough. That's why I paint portraits. So I am on a quest to serve as many people as possible with my art, to paint your portrait as a story, to narrate and illustrate your story in a beautiful book, to show you that you can stay true to who you are, that you're good enough, to change your perspective, to give you hope, to show that you are worthy enough, that you deserve to see yourself as work of art.